Hi guys, welcome back to Omaha Places, the podcast. We're your hosts. My name is Connor and I'm the founder of Omaha Places and 402 Social.
And my name is Delaney. I'm the digital content coordinator for Omaha Places.
Yay. Okay. I went to some fun places this week, I think. The first one that I'm going to shout out is Rooted Table. Have you heard of this place?
I think I've heard of it.
Okay, so
or
it's
past it, maybe.
Yeah.
Is it on the street side?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's like, so it's in Countryside Village, so Pacific and 90th?
Something like that, yeah.
Like right across from West Side High School. But so it's like kind of back in Countryside Village. They have had like a little kind of like not grab and go, but like a takeout style place, like that, a couple seats, but it's not really a place you would like go in and sit. It's like a really healthy, like nutritious cafe. So they've had like a smaller area for a while they were building out their like sit down restaurant style, and their sit down area just opened yesterday, like soft opening. And I think they're still very much like working out the kinks. Like the lady had said she hasn't even posted like anything on socials.
Wow.
But like someone that I know is friends with the owners is the only reason I even knew it was open. So we went for lunch yesterday. It was really good. I feel like, so their whole mission is really nutritious, good food. And she was saying that, or someone was saying that a lot of healthy places aren't necessarily like nutrient dense or like nutrient packed. Like Crisp and Green, for example, like has really healthy salads, but you're not getting like a ton of the nutrients that your body needs. And so their whole mission is like really nutrient packed foods. And in my head, I feel like foods like that are often like have the connotation of like not tasting as good, but it was actually really good.
So is it more like salads? Is it like paninis? What is the food?
Salads. I got like a avocado toast, and like, I mean, the bread, the toppings, like everything is like very intentional with the ingredients that they're using. The person I was with got, I think, some sort of like either ricotta or like hummus bread thing. So like not necessarily sandwiches. They might have some sandwiches there. I think they had some soup. They have a lot of smoothies, which we did get a smoothie too, and that was good. Salads, so that kind of vibe, more like breakfast, lunch type stuff. And then they also just have a ton of like snacky things, like packaged stuff that you can take. They also, so their kids had created some of the recipes, which is really cute, and then they named them after their kids. So like like the smoothie we got, all the ingredients were actually like chosen by, I think it's their daughter. One of the like protein balls or something was like their son's favorite thing. So it's like a very like locally owned, very family oriented, like very mission driven with like healthy food. So yeah, go check them out. I did film, but I told him I'd wait a little bit before we posted.
Give them a little bit of time before they get swarmed.
Yeah, exactly. So
everybody's always looking for healthy places.
Yeah.
We should actually gather a list on those.
That would be a good one. Yeah.
I don't know what people consider healthy, but
yeah,
I feel like a little fresher, local.
Yeah. Good ingredients. Yeah, we'll come up with something. We do love our listicles.
We do.
All right, where have you been this week?
I went to the Catios.
Oh my gosh, that video turned out so cute.
I'm glad, because I only spent like maybe 10 minutes with the cats. I was like, come on, cats. I need you to work with me. But it was really cute. It was actually just like a little hop skip over the street from my apartment to there.
Nice.
That was, super nice. So I didn't have to like plan ahead or anything. And then, the space, it's just so cute. Right when you walk in, there's like cat wallpaper, and they have a picture of the biggest cat I've ever seen, like on the wall. And he's real.
Is it like a life-size
It's
photo?
A real cat. Well, the photo is just like a headshot. He's a king in it.
Oh, that's cute.
But yeah, this cat was in the Catios area and just sprawled across his owner. Like, he's like this big.
Wow.
His paws are huge. Biggest cat. I was like, oh my God. Is that like, what kind of cat is that?
Part lion?
Yeah. He's gorgeous, but yeah. And then there were a few little cats. There was one cat who had 3 legs.
Aww.
Living his best life in the catio.
Oh my God.
So
cute.
Great place to take your cat if you're leaving town. If you just need somebody to watch your cat for a few hours, it's perfect for that. The company, or the Catios people, actually made these cages specifically for cat needs, so that it has like a little loft inside of the cage so they can still climb and do what cats do.
Okay.
But then you can also leave the door open if your cat likes to interact with other cats, and then they can play around and experience the catnip bar and the 5-tiered carpet tower and the catios.
Sunbathing.
The sunbathing catio, because the garages come up and there's a cage that goes outside so they can get fresh air too.
Oh my gosh.
So gosh, now I'm thinking like, man, it would have been nice to get a cat. How convenient, but super
Melrose
cute.
needs a friend.
Jelly Bean's gonna have to try it out.
I know. I was actually thinking that maybe I should take her there because I'm going to do like the Ragbri Fall ride, but it's just one night. So
I didn't even know that existed.
Neither did I until this year.
Interesting.
But it's in a couple weeks. It's like on a Saturday morning. So I might take her there, just have her spend Friday night there, see how she does.
Yeah.
Because I feel like she would love a place like that. Like she loves playing, loves running around, loves being outside.
It's just so zen. It's quiet, and I think cats like quiet. And then there's like a little water fountain, and there's like food around so they can, snack or whatever.
Yeah. Cute.
Catnip bar, what an interesting thing to add.
Yeah,
it's growing in these little planters, and the cat can just walk up and grab it.
Okay, does catnip grows?
It's an herb, or like, I grew it when I worked at a greenhouse, and catnip is like a plant, and then they make it into treats.
Whoa.
Stuff. But cats are just drawn to the smell.
Okay. Wow, those cats are living their best lives while their owners are gone.
For sure. Where else have you been?
I'm going to skip around a little bit on here. I actually went to the mill this morning. My new thing now is like coffee with friends before work.
Oh.
Which is a little...
Before their work?
Yeah, I was just going to say it's a little like easier for us because we don't really have like a set work start time. But yeah, this is like the third, I think, morning in the past couple weeks that I've gotten coffee with a friend before work. So I went to the mill. I tried their cider for the first time. They have good cider. Because, their coffee is like, okay. I don't go to the mill for coffee. I go to the mill for the vibes. But I did really like their cider. And I still have it sitting next to me right here. So
I'll have to try it. I love warm cider.
And it felt like very fall, even though it doesn't feel like fall outside.
It does in the morning, I think. Like it's more crisp.
Yesterday
and less,
morning, I felt like it felt like fall. This morning,
it's more like still summery.
Yeah. It feels like way more humid this morning, I think is why. But regardless, the mill is not a new place for me, but I hadn't been there in probably like all summer.
I have yet to go there still.
Oh my gosh. You should just go like on your way home from the office or to the office.
See, I never take Leavenworth because
you come
I feel
from
like
the opposite direction.
Yeah, and it always has construction on it, at least right now. And I don't.
Well, even if you're not.
And that road confuses me. One time I drove up the one way near that apartment building.
Yeah.
I was like,
that
oh
intersection right outside the mill is so confusing. And I'm pretty sure I have it down. I'm like 99% sure that most other people like have no idea what they're doing.
No, it's scary.
Well, if you like look closely at the signs, you can tell that the turning lane, the one that you would assume is the turning lane, is actually not the turning. It's like the one that's supposed to go straight. But then the lane that feels like you're going straight, it's actually considered like a left turn and you have to yield. But people, because they're both at an
angle.
They're both at an angle. People don't realize that. I'm surprised there's not more accidents there because it's just confusing.
Well, I was on my way to a friend's apartment who was right up the street from the mill. And I went down that one way that was coming at me. I was like, oh my gosh, because I couldn't see. It was dark out. I was like, I'm never doing this again. So that's why I haven't made it over there in a minute.
Okay. Yeah. Understandable. But yeah, that was the next place I had. What about you?
I went to Le Beau. It is kind of like a bodega-ish.
Oh, is it?
Because it's really like grab and go. Like you can take it to go. They do have a bar. I think that's why it's called Le Beau. But maybe I made that up.
Wait, Le Beau
like
is in the bar?
Yeah. Well, like the bodega part.
Oh,
that's what I
see.
was assuming. So I could be wrong. But yeah, it's just very like small little snacks. And you walk up, you grab your snacks. They have alcohol that you can take to go. They have a walkout license or whatever it takes for that. I tried one of those whipped cream Jello shots.
Oh, cool.
Or whipped Jello shots, and they were the best Jello shots I think I've ever had.
Really?
I ate it with a fork, but because they gave me like this cute little fork. They're like, we don't want you to stumble out of here, because I had like 4 alcoholic drinks.
Yeah.
Didn't drink them all.
Okay.
Wasted the majority of them. But yeah, they have really good beverages, really good food, like shrimp cocktail, scallop toast.
Ooh.
That was fire.
Okay.
I didn't think I'd like that, but everybody kept raving about it. So,
did you say like where this is?
oh, it's at underneath Udalali, and it's still a part of Udalali, and they have the same mission, like as a second chance kitchen. But yeah, that little patio space is now looking super cute.
Yay.
We can add that to the list. Just a really great place to stop by if you don't want like a big dinner, but just a place to stop on like while you're running errands or before a show or something like that.
Okay, cool. I'm glad you mentioned like adding that patio to the list, because if you guys follow our social medias, we recently put out a patio post and a dog friendly businesses post, and Delaney and I had talked earlier this week that we're gonna like constantly be updating those posts on our blog. We're not going to update the Instagram posts because
maybe until next year or something.
Yeah, like next year we'll do a completely like updated one, but we are going to be continuously updating those blog posts. So if you need to like go back and reference those posts, there'll always be something new on there for you to find. So just wanted to put that note out there.
Yeah. Where else have you been?
Okay, another not necessarily new place, but had never been to this location. I went to Charleston's for dinner over the long weekend. I'd only been to the brand new Charleston's out west on like 144th and Dodge, and I mean I loved the food there, but I went to the one on it's also on Dodge, like 72nd ish, no, like 80th and Dodge maybe.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Like right by that Target. Just Charleston's is a classic, and they have such good food.
I need to go there. I don't think I've been in years.
Really?
Yeah.
I liked it. I also I didn't like get my own slice of this. I just tried somebody else's, but their German chocolate cake was so good.
Say less.
And it had coconut in it. Oh my gosh. It was really, really good. And what did I get to eat? We got like shrimp something, like a teriyaki shrimp something for an appetizer. I don't even remember what I had for a main. I don't know. It's just like a good place for like either like it could be a little fancier for like an occasion, but it also can be like a casual place. I think it's pretty kid friendly, like family friendly. It'd be a good date night. Like it's just one of those places that can be used for like multiple different scenarios or occasions that genuinely has really good food. And I feel like there's not a whole lot of places that are so versatile.
Especially that are chains, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like chains, I feel like their food tends to be not as comparable to some of the better restaurants we have in Omaha.
Right. But yeah, I'm glad I went to that location because that one is like so close to my house, but I'd never been there.
You're like, I have to try both locations just to be sure.
Yeah. So I just wanted to give them a little shout out. Do you have any others? No?
Sure.
Okay.
You know, if you want me to talk more.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
I wasn't meaning to because I was going to a filming session at another business, but I went to Snowy Sundaes.
Oh, yeah.
Because you had sent it to me on Instagram. I had no idea about it because I hadn't walked in downtown Benson in a second. But right next to Ted and Wally's, kind of like a shaved ice place. But I think what makes it really unique and different is that I watched her like squirt milk into the layers. Pretty sure it's milk. It might be like a mixture of milk and something else. But it makes it like so creamy. And shaved ice, you're like thinking watery.
Yeah.
But yeah, it makes it more like ice cream.
Okay.
Super good. And the dish was like this big.
Whoa.
And if you, like, I got it to share.
Yeah.
But they also have good boba drinks, those milk teas.
Oh, cool.
I had first tried milk tea at Fubba, but they have milk teas here as well, like matcha. I think I tried the matcha flavored. They have like a caramel flavor. It kind of tasted like coffee.
Oh,
It was very good. And then there's boba, the good kind of boba at the bottom.
Is it like a brick and mortar or? Okay. I don't know why I was thinking it was a food truck. Okay, so they're near Ted and Wally's.
Just right next door.
Is it associated with Ted and Wally's?
I don't think so.
Interesting choice of location.
Well, it's shaved ice. But I was thinking about that. I was like, this was so good if I had to choose between Ted and Wally's.
Yeah, like I feel, even though it's like technically different products, I feel like they're similar enough that they would be competitors.
But prior to it was like a cafe. We have so many cafes on that main street in Benson.
Is it in the old Dripped and Draped space?
Right next to Ted and Wally's with the mural on the side?
No,
because there hasn't been a business there since I moved in.
Dripped and Draped closed like 3 years ago, but I don't think.
But it's
they
like
were right next
there's
to
like
Ted and
Hardy
Wally's.
across the street, Ted and Wally's, and then it's that building, the first building.
Okay.
Toward downtown.
If somebody doesn't want milk in it, can they get just like shaved ice style, or do you know?
I have no idea.
Okay, I'll do some investigating.
Yeah, I'll have to go. I'm gonna go back again
free or something.
I'm
Like
gonna.
if they could.
I'm gonna go back again and definitely ask it from our viewer perspective.
Okay, rather
but
than
yeah,
just like a.
than just like a. Ooh, I want to try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've been seeing a lot of stuff on Instagram about it. Like a lot of the chefs and stuff that I follow, or not a lot. Honestly, what's his name? Eric from Senti keeps posting about it.
Really?
Yeah. I feel like I always trust his recommendations. I'm like, if he's checking out a new place, then like it's probably worth
For
checking
sure.
out.
No, and it was packed in there. It's a super small space.
Okay.
But it was full.
Dang.
I was like, I don't even know if I can film through here.
Yeah, you need to go.
I need to go when
Not.
it's not as busy.
Yeah.
Super
okay.
good.
Any other stuff that's not on the outline that you want to talk about?
No, I'll save it for you guys for later.
All right, we will move on to listener questions. The first one that I wrote down was number one best brunch, not just food, but the drinks and the overall vibe. I like this because I think that brunch is about the overall vibe, not necessarily just the food.
It's about, the whole experience.
Also, I'm so bad at like just picking one thing.
I can't do that either.
It's impossible. So I wrote down 3.
3 is a good number.
Okay, the first one that came to mind was Tupelo Honey, which honestly, I have actually never been there for brunch, but
I went there for lunch, and they have a good lunch, like, discounts.
Oh, okay.
During the week, at least.
Okay. I have been there for dinner, and their dinner menu was really good, but I know that they're like for sure known for their brunch menu, and I think Megan has been for brunch.
Oh,
quite
you know
a bit.
what? I actually have been for brunch.
Oh, really? Did you like it?
I didn't even try to test the waters with the cooler stuff. I went for the classic breakfast, but yeah, it was super good. The drinks, they have really cool mimosa flavors. Ooh. So I think I had like a blueberry something mimosa.
Nice.
So good.
Okay, so yeah, that would definitely fall into this person's wants of like good drinks as well. And they have a really nice patio, like a pretty big patio, and it's really covered. So even if you're going like middle of the day or middle of the afternoon, I guess. Tupelo Honey is a chain, so that is one of the reasons I didn't want to like just put this one on the list. But it is down like right outside the old market, like right by the riverfront, right behind Memoir, if you guys know where that is. So like off of, is that 10th?
We always struggle with this street.
I think it's off of 10th.
I think you're right.
Yeah. So Tupelo Honey is the first one. Also Memoir is the other one that came to mind. I have been for brunch there. Good vibes. Like you just can't beat Memoir
Best
vibes.
avocado toast.
Great
Bloody Mary
drinks.
bar.
Yep. Yeah. So just go down to that area and you're for sure to get good brunch because those are right next door to each other. And then the other one that I wrote was Catios, which is actually over in Council Bluffs. It's on, I should have looked up the street. Just look up Catios, Caddys. They don't have social media, which drives me crazy because I always want to tag them and stuff. But my mom grew up in Council Bluffs, and so we go over there every once in a while. And I was very blown away by their brunch. Their drinks are really good. They have the those like big Bloody Marys that they put like a bunch of stuff in them, and you can like share them with people and stuff. So it's like that, like kind of like that fun brunch vibe. And their food was really good too. So yeah, it was a place that pleasantly surprised me because I had never heard of it until I just went with my mom.
My brother lives there, so I should go out to brunch with him. Check it out.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I've been there, but I might.
Have you been?
Might have.
Many places in Council Bluffs?
Just across the river. Like we go to the Porch a lot. The Salty Dog. Like those are our go-tos, and they're just like literally just across the river.
What is the Salty Dog?
It's more of like a sports bar, wing place.
That is so funny you say that because in my like personal life, this has come up so many times, like literally just in the past month. I feel like the Salty Dog is haunting me.
You have to go.
I didn't even realize that they had one here.
In Council Bluffs, yeah. And the Porch and the Salty Dog are on the same strip there. So like if you are on the interstate going into Council Bluffs, you see like Peterbilt on the left. And like if you know where I think JCPenney is, you take that first exit off, go to the left, and keep driving down that road. See, I'm not even sure what road it is, but I'm giving you directions.
The mailbox and then turn again after the tree.
Yeah, but it's just like you exit off. I'm pretty sure it's the first exit once you get into Council Bluffs.
Okay. And
you go, take a left, and keep driving down. And then if you see like volleyball courts, that's the Porch. Or volleyball. Yeah, sand volleyball. That's the Porch, and then like a few doors back is the Salty Dog.
So is the Salty Dog like a thing? Like is this?
I've heard of the Salty Dog in multiple places. Like they used to have one at the Ozarks that no longer exists. Okay. So I don't think it's a chain. Really? It could be. Otherwise, they haven't copywritten it, or I don't know what the rules are.
Because I think this whole like thing where I started seeing them, it started in like North Carolina, I thought. Like not where I saw it, like I've never been to North Carolina, but it said like the Salty Dog somewhere like North Carolina. And like one of my friends has like a bunch of like memorabilia or like merch from there. And I was like, okay, that's just like his thing.
Now I'm wondering if it is, because there used to be one in the Ozarks. It closed like probably when I was super like elementary age, young. So I remember having a shirt from it.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the food was like or the atmosphere or anything like that.
Yeah, neither do I. I literally just know like the name and the
I know
logo.
This Salty Dog.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to have to look into this more because that really just like tripped me up when you said that.
But I didn't see like any merch in this one.
Oh.
So I feel like if they were big like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something to.
Okay, we'll look into it.
Something to check out.
Okay, what question did you write down?
Someone said, I must have like messed this up or something.
Yeah, I don't know what this says.
They were wondering how I decide what events to include in the What's Happening This Weekend video.
Oh, this is a good one. Wait,
and
let's
I don't
spill
think
the tea on
I don't think I've ever answered it. I was like, I don't think. Yeah,
it's a process, guys.
It is a long.
Just say that.
It's a bit of First, there are paid events that end up in there and have specific spots in there in the order, etc. But then I go in with places I know we've been, and we can say that we know they're fun and a great experience to have. So then we include those. That would be like Junk Stock or Midwest Fest.
Late nights at the zoo.
Late nights at the zoo. We always try to include the things that we vouch for.
Yeah.
And then I think it comes down to what do we think most people are going to or want to know about. So, like the Storm Chasers games, the College World Series, other big sporting events. Like I included football and volleyball games this week because we're trying to get better about the sports.
Yes, we are. Us two are not sports people, but we're doing our absolute best to make sure you guys know about the sports.
Yes. And then last, like if I have a little bit more space, because there are only 13 spots in the video that I can include, but I can include an unlimited number in the newsletter, or depending on like how much space the caption will give me.
Yeah.
Then I do like some quirky fun things that I think would be interesting to go to or other people would enjoy. Yeah. So anything to add for when you did it?
Yeah, I think, well, do you know if this person was a business or like a
really
person
don't.
who was asking this? If you guys are a business and want to get your event advertised, so the way that we set up our advertising packages, like people can purchase like just one of those 13 spots in our video, or even like just a placement in the newsletter. But any event that you see advertised on our Instagram feed will also automatically get a spot in the video. So like sometimes businesses, like I'll use the zoo for an example, like Late Nights at the Zoo is an ongoing event. They have multiple different dates. So there have been some days that they have like purchased a spot in the newsletter, but like we genuinely love going to late nights. Like you guys listeners know, we like talk about it a lot. So even we'll still include it in the video sometimes, even if they didn't like purchase a spot. So
and we work with them so much. So we love the event, love those people, love that business.
Yeah, for sure. And the other thing I think I would say is like, we do try our best to give a variety of events because we know there is a wide demographic of people who follow us. And we do recognize that there's some events a lot of people might be interested in that the two of us might not be interested in, like some of the sports games might be an example. But at the end of the day, if like we are just struggling to choose like, okay, do we want to include this event or this event? Like most of our followers are female. I think we're like 80% female or something like that. And then of those 80%, like majority are in the same age range as Delaney and I. So like we'll probably naturally gravitate towards other events that like younger 20, 30 females might enjoy. But we know that we have that like bias about the stuff that we post, but we do try and be conscious of that and like post a wide variety of stuff.
For sure. And from a diversity of neighborhoods, I think is also important. So if Dundee and Benson and Midtown Crossing all have something going on, I try to include at least one thing from each of those places. So that way it hits different groups of people.
Yeah.
And it's not just all like downtown or in the Blackstone district or whatever.
Yeah. I think that from a viewer's perspective too, they probably have no idea like how much work actually goes into creating those guides every week. Like, so I think you've been doing them for like a year now. Do you remember, like, was it daunting to you, or like, do you remember your thoughts when because you were just a viewer of Omaha Places before you got hired?
I think it was like, what is the cutoff for these events? Like there's so many. You see so many on Facebook, and we're supposed to be a curator for the best ones or the ones most people are going to care about.
Yeah.
So I think it was kind of like, do we include like these tiny little workshops?
Yeah.
Do we include, different like religious organizations in that? Because if you include one, then you have to include them all.
Yeah.
So it was just, kind of like trying to figure out how to steer myself when looking at events.
Yeah.
But daunting in terms of like the time that it takes. But I think we've gotten better about knowing where to look.
Yeah.
And that's helped.
I think even just this week you were like, I got the event guide down to 5 hours. And like that is like a quick event guide, 5 hours long but between creating the video and doing the newsletter.
Yes.
So yeah, we put a lot of work into them. So thank you for watching our videos
and
subscribing to our newsletter.
We hope it's useful to you guys. We love telling you what's happening.
Yeah. Okay. Somebody also asked where to go in Omaha on your birthday. And I wrote down some places that I have gone on my birthday, and then also that my friends have gone on their birthday, because I love this question. Personal experience.
People ask me this all the time.
Really?
Mm-hmm. They're like, where should my friend go for her birthday? Like somewhere vibey, but like fun and that you can take a big group of people.
Yeah. So at some point on my birthday, I always end up at Sunny's. Like that's just a given. But it genuinely is like a good place to spend your birthday because, well, my birthday's in the middle of summer, so they have misters.
Yeah, you're lucky.
Which is really nice. Like even if it's a hot day, you just go under the mister and your hair is not fine, but your body temperature is fine. Plus it's all ages. So like I've seen a lot of like college kids do Sundaes on their like 21st birthday or something.
Or grad parties. They have so many graduation parties there. Perfect
they have
place.
Tons of grad parties, tons of like engagement parties. Like it's a good place to like you can just rent out like a corner of Sundaes or the greenhouse or the whole thing if you want. Like lots of people rent out all of Sundaes. So yeah, I always end up there at some point. I've also had friends go to Lyle's Pizza, which is right off Leavenworth.
Oh,
that was really cute.
It is so cute in there.
And it's like it's smaller, so I wouldn't go with like a huge group, and they don't have any like party rooms or anything. But if you had a group of like 4 or 5 people, like definitely make a reservation, but it's super vibey and like cute in there. True American is a good one. And of course, Cleo.
I just went to True American for the first time.
Really? What do you think?
I think it's cute. I didn't have a chance to like walk out on the patio because it was pretty packed. But yeah, super cute vibes.
Yeah.
Really good chips and salsa.
Oh,
after a day at the pool.
Salsa. Yeah.
It's a little spicy.
You went there after the
90s pool party.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, I was like, just what I needed, some chips and salsa. And it was a little spicy. It had a little something to
Kick
it.
to it. Nice.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, 2 of my friends have the same birthday, so we're actually going to True American next weekend for their birthday.
Fun.
Yeah. So, a very timely question. So yeah, those are my suggestions. Do you have any other?
I go to M's sometimes, M's
Okay.
Pub,
That's
for
a
like
good
a little
one.
bit fancier if you're taking a big group. It usually works okay. But that's really maybe Gather.
I was gonna say Gather too. Gather also has like private rooms that you could like shut the door and have your own little space, little birthday party.
I think that's all I got though. I'm still trying to curate my own list to give to
Yeah.
people.
Oh, I was gonna write this down too. Monarch. I have had a friend do like a big birthday dinner at Monarch, and they have a private room. So we were in there, and I think there was probably like 20 of us or something. So if you want like a big group, like nice dinner, 'cause Monarch's super, super nice, really cute inside. That would be a good one
Is
too.
that Midtown Crossing? Where is that?
No, that is downtown in one of the hotels. It
Oh,
might
you
be
know
in the
what?
Farnham Hotel? Maybe not.
I've seen it somewhere.
Yeah, it's like on the corner. Anyways, okay.
Someone else asked best pizza joints, and I love this
Ooh.
question because I always love a good pizza.
You already like have your rankings solidified, don't you?
Pretty much, but I tried to include some things I haven't included last time in the end.
Okay.
So I love Tiny's Pizza. They have sourdough crust for those people who like, I don't know, need something that digests a little bit easier when it comes to pizza. Also a little bit healthier in terms of crust. And they get their honey locally and some of their other ingredients. Izzy's Pizza, my top one. Great if you love Detroit style pizza. It's definitely like thicker. I'm more of a crust person, but if you like that crispy crust, you might not gravitate toward them as much. But they came from Vegas, and the joint was featured on diners, drive-ins, and dives. So look them up if you want to, if you don't believe me, or better yet, just go check them out. And they have a cute patio in the back. Moots Pizza, we went there probably last spring or something. Local, startup from a garage, then turned pizza truck, now a brick and mortar in Countryside Village. The pizza's so good. He can basically make you whatever you want. And all of the herbs, fresh, sitting right in front of you.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep, puts them on the pizza, puts them in the oven. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep, and then some other popular mentions. Noli's. There's so many around Omaha. Like I want to say 3 locations.
3, I think.
Dolomiti. I've heard good things about.
I think Dolomiti is my favorite, honestly.
I see. Yeah, I need to go
haven't
try
tried
it.
Izzy's yet.
And then Virtuoso. I have not been there yet, and that's a crime because it's in Benson. But I've heard from so many people. I was just talking to someone who came into the bar, and I was bartending. He was like, I love Virtuoso Pizza. Like, that's the reason I go to Benson if I go. Because the parking for him, he was an older gentleman, and the parking for him is kind of, parking for anybody is tough down there. They really need like a parking garage.
Yeah.
But yeah, he said Virtuoso Pizza's worth it.
Okay.
And it has like a little window, so it's can be dog friendly as well, or bike friendly, or whatever you're doing.
Cool. The other one I'll add is Pitch.
Pitch.
Pitch has really good pizza. And they have a location in Dundee and out in West Omaha, like a little bit past Village Point.
Yeah. It's way out there.
Yeah. But it's right off Dodge, so
Yeah.
you get there pretty quick.
But yeah, I think that's all I had.
Have we done a pizza listicle? We should. I think we have.
We'd have enough for that.
Yeah, for sure.
And what's that other one? There's another one.
Pizza Days in February.
Dante? Does Dante have pizza?
Oh, Dante. Oh, and Via Farina.
Duh.
Oh. Duh. Okay, yeah, we need to get a pizza listicle up.
I think we should wait until Via Farina opens in Regency Landing.
Oh, yeah.
Then we can include their new location and get the word out about it at the same time.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, did I have another question? No. Okay. Moving on. Time for events. So this is going to be events happening the weekend of September 12th to the 15th. If you guys want even more events, you can check out our What's Happening This Weekend video that we just talked about a little bit ago. That posts on all of our social media that we have. We also have a newsletter, so you can go subscribe to our newsletter. We have way more events in our newsletter, and you'll be able to like actually just click the links to go buy tickets or do whatever you want to do. Okay, this is actually, we should have said this earlier. This is an update from last week. Croctober at the zoo. In last week's episode, we talked about that a lot, and after we recorded, they ended up changing the dates. So apologies if anybody was confused by that. So now it's going to be, I think I wrote down the wrong date here.
I think it's the 12th.
The 12th and the
20 something.
24th.
The Thursday.
Let's look.
But yeah, it's just been put into 2 weeks instead of 4.
Yeah.
Like
the 12th and the 26th is the 2 dates of Croctoberfest. It'll still be from 7:30 to 10:30. This is their late nights at the zoo celebrating the crocodilian species blended with the festive spirit of Oktoberfest.
Which, by the way, I went there to film, and it includes both alligators and crocodiles, not just crocodiles.
Oh.
So both are included in Crocodilia.
The more you know. All you guys can go mention that fun fact to your friends and sound really smart before you go to this event.
Because I was like, wait, this is an alligator. I need a crocodile. And they're like, it's all like the same family of species. Okay.
This event is 21 and over. So yeah, sorry if you tried to go last week or this week, I guess. Anytime.
Anytime.
Whenever we talked about it last week. But tickets are on sale, so you guys can go get advance tickets.
Okay, so fun update. The Joslyn Art Museum is now open. By the time this episode comes out, it will have opened like Tuesday. So that's so exciting. Go check them out. I'm going to, I think. Yay. I'm going to see if I can go on Tuesday and maybe like film an update.
Yeah.
But that's so exciting. It's been so long.
2 years. Honestly, it flew by though.
Which is scary.
And I remember actually thinking this because it had closed like a year into Omaha Places. And I was like, oh my God, 2 years? Like that's going to be so long. I was like, I wonder if it'll like, feel like a blink of an eye. Turns out it did. So after only a year of Omaha Places, I was like, 2 years later, like it seems like so far away. Am I even still going to be doing this at
That's
at
crazy.
that point? And yeah.
Because I went there for college. I was still in college when it was open last, I think. Or maybe right on the brink of it. Wild. Something like that. Yeah, time flies.
That is very exciting. We will definitely be posting updates about that on our social, but we probably won't get those up when this episode goes live. So just go see it for yourself. Another event happening this weekend is the Little Bow Backyard Bash. This is going to be Saturday, September 14th from 2 to 8 p.m. They're going to have live music, art, activities, food trucks, beer and cocktails, and of course shopping from all of the really cute Little Bohemia businesses. If you guys haven't gone to check out Little Bohemia, you definitely should check out this event. Little Bohemia is just south of the old market, so like downtown on 13th Street, South 13th Street. It's really cute. And this is where we have our Omaha Places market every year. So,
I love Little Bow.
Yeah, we love it down there.
Another event, this one's in Midtown Crossing. It's called Beats and Seats. if you've ever wanted to play musical chairs as an adult, now is your time. Okay. This is happening at Turner Park. There will be surprises and prizes.
Ooh.
I was like, surprises and prizes.
Wow. Exciting.
But like the prizes are apparently the surprise because I don't know what they are. I couldn't tell you. Plus, it's just fun to hang out at Midtown Crossing and check out some of their restaurants and their stores. So definitely check that out on September 13th from 6:30 to 9:30 in Turner Park.
Yay. And you had one more written down.
Yes. Second Saturday in Blackstone happens every second Saturday of the month, which is basically like they have live music, and I'm pretty sure they have drink deals and specials of some sort as well. But they're having a cornhole tournament on September 14th at 11 a.m. And those prizes are money. So grab everybody that loves cornhole and go do that. I was told it was giant, and I wasn't sure if it was giant in terms of huge or giant in terms of there are so many cornhole like things.
I think it's the latter.
Big?
Like, it's not like giant cornhole. It's like there's a lot of people who sign up.
Okay, cool.
So I filmed this last year.
Oh, you did? Perfect.
Literally sat on the curb for like the entire tournament, just like getting all the angles of like certain teams. And they closed off all of Farnham, like throughout.
It's from Night Owl all the way to Moolah.
Yeah. So like that whole block is blocked off to cars. So you're playing in the street. And I mean, literally just like people were slowly like getting out of the tournament, and then it was down to the two last teams, and they kept tying.
Oh my gosh.
They tied for like 2 hours, I swear. It went on forever, but it was, I mean, everyone was like having a really fun time with it, and like everyone was watching it. There was a ton of people up on the Little Ricky's rooftop who were like
cheering
looking down on the street. And then obviously somebody won eventually, but it was a really good time. And it's a great way to just like meet new people too.
Oh, true.
Come hang out. Yeah. It'll
grab
be a
your
good
teams
event.
and go talk and play cornhole.
Yeah. All right. Anything else to add for this week?
I think that's it.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Omaha Places podcast. We'll catch you next week.
See ya.